Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by tall mountains, there lived a young man named Kante. He was 24 years old and deeply restless. His mind never stopped thinking. Thoughts of the past, worries about the future, and endless what-ifs filled his days and nights. No matter what he did, Kante couldn't find peace. He was often sad about things that had already happened and anxious about things that hadn't yet come. His mind felt like a storm, loud, chaotic, and exhausting. He couldn't sleep well, lost his smile, and felt like he was carrying a weight inside. One day, Kante overheard villagers talking about a wise old man who lived far away in the hills. They said he used to be a great psychologist in the city and had helped many people find peace of mind. Now old, he had left the noisy world behind and chose to live simply, close to nature. Occasionally, he still gave advice to those who visited him. Kante became curious. Maybe this man can help me, he thought. So without delay, he packed his things and set off on a long journey through forests and mountains, determined to find answers. After many tiring days, Kante finally arrived at the peaceful hill village. There, surrounded by greenery, was a small wooden house with vines growing all over it. On the porch, the old man sat quietly with his eyes closed, as if in deep meditation. His face was calm, so calm that Kante could feel the silence in the air. Kante approached gently and said, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. I can't stop thinking. I feel lost and tired. Can you help me find peace?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and gave a soft, knowing smile. "So, you are searching for peace," he said. "Then come with me. I will give you a small task." He walked Kante to his garden and filled a glass with water right to the very top. "Take this glass," he said, "and walk to the far end of the village and back. But be careful. You must not spill a single drop." Kante was surprised but agreed. He took the glass with both hands and began walking slowly through the narrow village paths. It was a busy day. Children played, dogs barked, shopkeepers called out to customers. But Kante didn't look around. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass. He walked carefully, step by step, focusing only on keeping the water steady. People stared at him, but no one disturbed him. After a long walk, Kante returned to the old man with the glass still full. "I did it," Kante said, breathing with relief. "Not one drop spilled." The old man smiled again. "Very good. But tell me, did you see the children playing? Did you hear the dogs barking or notice the colors of the houses?" Kante blinked. "No, I didn't see or hear any of that. I was only watching the water." The old man nodded. "That is the secret. You see, peace is not found in the world outside. Peace begins when the mind stays in the present moment. When you were walking, your mind wasn't thinking about the past or worrying about the future. It was fully here, focused. That's when it became still." Kante stood silently, beginning to understand. The noise, the fear, the sadness, all of it had come from his wandering mind. But when his attention stayed fully in one moment, peace naturally followed. "So the answer has been inside me all along?" Kante asked quietly. "Yes," the old man replied. "Peace is not something to find. It's something you allow to rise when your mind is still." Kante bowed his head. "Thank you, grandfather. Now I understand. If I want a calm mind, I must stay in this moment." The sun was beginning to set as Kante left the house. The sky was painted in soft oranges and golds. Birds flew back to their nests, and Kante walked down the path, not as the same restless boy, but as a young man who had discovered something powerful within himself. For the first time in years, he smiled, not because the world had changed, but because he had.